That's awesome.
All right, I'm Bobby Moore. This is Scott Thomas. This is our other little guy here, Scott Anthony. And we are East Tennessee music scene on the rise.
Don't forget, Therapy Brothers Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
This dude does all of our camera work every day, every Saturday when we do this. So, first time being in front of the camera instead of behind.
So if anything's ever wrong behind the camera, blame him.
It's my fault.
It's his fault, always his fault.
The sound, the picture, it's my fault.
Life
We
is your
got to
fault,
give a little bit of the
General
credit
Man.
to our
It's all my
editor.
fault.
Our editor, Vince. He does.
Yeah, Vince.
Vince is the
Don't forget about you, buddy.
Civil Stripe editing.
Anyways, today we're not interviewing bands. Today we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about how we got into this. This guy, what he's done for us, how much he's gotten into it, how he got into it. This guy over here, why the hell he ended up in Tennessee, we still don't know. But
That's
we're
a
glad
long
to
story.
we're glad to have him. Well, start that story off, big guy.
Well, I came here in 2008, way before I got in the music scene. For a long time, I was looking for different bands that I could come and see. I mean, I heard about the venues around here. My first show was here at the Open Chord, as I got the shirt on here. Just so everybody knows, we usually have our East Tennessee music scene on the rise shirts, but they are currently in the mail, still in transit.
Can't do a whole lot about that.
Yeah, mail's failed us today.
It has.
Mail and laundry.
Mellow laundry. Yeah. Yeah. Dog hair.
But yeah, I got into Tennessee in 2008. Got into the music scene about 2014. I started meeting people here at the Open Chord. My first show, I can't even remember who I watched, but it was great. Sat here in the front row in the seats. It was just, I was amazed at the local talent that we have here in Tennessee, and just kind of got me into it. And I started searching using Reverb Nation. That's a pretty good source to find local talent.
Yeah.
You can get into searching locally, nationally, regionally, all sorts of different genres of bands. So I started doing that and was able to find several. And then Chris Gallman and I hooked up and we started doing the East Tennessee music scene. He was doing it before me, but they kind of welcomed me into the fold.
Yeah.
So started working with him and put on tons of shows.
Chris is an awesome dude.
Oh
He
yes,
really
definitely.
is.
Love you, Chris.
We need to get him on this stage to tell his story behind East Tennessee music scene. Because he didn't actually start in that either. It was originally started by another individual. I forget who it was that started the East Tennessee music scene page on Facebook. But Chris kind of took it over, and we've made it what it is today.
We have had Chris on the show with Autumn Reflection.
Yes,
with all
we
the
did.
guys.
We had them on. Unfortunately, we couldn't get his first band on here before they parted ways, but it's all right. We'll get him on here again so you guys can see him.
I am told that they are working on a new project and putting something new together, so
yeah.
that remains to be seen yet. We'll
Killing Kane, they are looking for a vocalist still, I believe. So if anybody has the grungy, growly, kind of clean vocal, dirty vocal kind of thing, hit up Killing Kane on Facebook. And if you're in the Knoxville or Sevierville area, I'm sure they'd be willing to put you to the test and see if you're a good fit for them.
awesome.
So, how'd you get into this? Therapy Brothers and then start helping this guy?
My start in the music industry and video and photography and whatnot in the East Tennessee area was through Indy Lagone and Alan Swank.
Another good guy in this
Yes.
region.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff for the music scene. What behind the scenes, does a lot of production stuff for music videos and whatnot that nobody ever sees or hears about. But he's the man. And I've been a photographer my entire adult life. And then once he and I met, he asked me to come out to a show and do some shooting for him. And then I was hooked immediately. And then he got me into the rest of the scene. And it just kind of goes from there. And then you want to do more. You want to help all the bands. And,
Yeah.
It's kind of like an addiction, isn't it?
It really is.
You come into the scene and you're like, man, this is awesome. We got to do more and more and more. And you kind of try to think in your mind, what can I do next? What can I do to improve upon the scene that we've already got? I mean, there's a good mesh with most of the bands in this area, and they're supportive, and we all try to come together.
It really is. Yeah, it's awesome. East Tennessee music scene, even though that's kind of like the name, it really is a scene. It's whoever came up with that name, that they need some credit too.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
We've even reached as far as Nashville. Like, we've had Nashville bands come over this way. and
Well, we've
great
had-
having them.
Had them come out of Kentucky too. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
We still need to get Hillbilly Jed Squared
Yeah,
down here to play some venues.
that's true. We've
Really
had
got-
several Tri-Cities, Morristown, Johnson City, all sorts of bands up in that region, and all over the place.
And now we're starting to have other venues reach out to us and
Yes, definitely.
try to, that need help. Pretty cool.
Speaking about
Yeah, it
venues
is.
in the area, there's some really good ones. Open Chord being one of the best in the region. We've also got the Concourse.
Yep.
We've got the, what's the newest one out there in downtown area?
Oh,
We were just talking
the
about
Mill
it.
and Mine.
Yes, the Mill and
The
Mine.
Mill and Mine. Yes.
Yeah, that's an awesome venue.
And of course we got Barley's in Maryville.
Yes, Barley's Maryville.
Hosting a lot of shows lately. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's awesome.
We just put something in at Tipsy's,
Yes,
the newest place.
Tipsy's in Vestal. Yes.
I still don't even know where that is.
Trust me, I was there last night, but after leaving, I don't remember where it is either. But I will find it again.
It's in South Knoxville, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So Tipsy's in South Knoxville. Look for that. Kind of check them out. Go there. Hopefully you won't be disappointed. First show
Good.
with Tipsy's is,
Arlie Schultz Acoustic Night, this coming Saturday, June 15th.
that's awesome. We're just trying to branch out and get to everybody.
Yeah.
So
Try
And
to-
some new news in the venue, the area, the new venues. The Open Chord is opening, so we've heard there's a new venue coming out that they're opening.
Oh,
hopefully
really?
we'll hear more about that soon.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
we don't want to put too much out for that because
We really don't know a whole lot about
Yeah.
it, other than we've heard they're opening up something. So
It's
we'll see
rumored.
how that happens.
as far as right now, it's just rumored. So check back and we will maybe come back to you and say, hey, it's open. If we hear more about it. But we look forward to having more open chords out there because these places, this place here holds about 250 people. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing if they open a new venue, how many people is going to be able to pack into that place. And we want to pack as many people into here and any location we go to as possible.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the whole point of it, is to get as many people in front of the bands and have as many people getting into the venue and spending money there to keep them open.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we need to support the venues to keep the bands
Yes, we
playing.
do.
Not only do we need to support the bands in getting down the road, as Terry always says, Leprechaun, Terry Hunt,
Yeah.
he always says support the bands, give them some cash or buy a t-shirt, get them down the road, pays for their gas to get to the next
Get
venue.
some merch, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
But you have to do the same thing for the venues too, because the venues shut down, then the bands have nowhere to play. It's a circle.
Yes. It's like the circle of life. Gotta live in the moment.
We need a little stuffed tiger to hold up or something.
Yeah. Mufasa.
Oh,
This is great. Yeah.
just went way off the rails.
Yes, we did.
Of course, that's expected.
Yeah, we always go off the
Gotta have
rails.
fun.
Gotta have
Gotta have
fun.
fun.
In doing this show, we always try to have a good time and showcase the bands that are here and let them talk more than we talk, so people can hear them rather than hear us ramble on and babble and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Or at least I babble. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I babble constantly. People are tired of hearing me talk. I'm sure.
This has just been a great experience for me ever since I got into the music scene, and I'm looking forward to the future and the bands that we have coming up. I can't even remember. We got the rest of this month full of interviews every Saturday, so we're looking forward to those coming out on our East Tennessee Music Scene on the Rise YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, all that good
Please.
stuff. Check us out.
And
Yes. Everything that's coming up on the bottom of the screen, if there's anything, I hope there is. Or scroll down, look at the info section, and we'll have everything down there for you. We started a website too.
Oh.
I haven't talked about that too much though. I tried to start the website. I haven't got too much content on there, but if you go check it out, give us some comments, suggestions, feedback, whatever you can do. Let us know how you like it. It is East Tennessee Music Scene. It's on Wix, so I'm pretty sure if you go into the Wix site and just search for East Tennessee Music Scene on the Rise, you'll pick it up.
Is the link on the Facebook page?
It is actually,
There you
yes.
go.
It's on our
Very
East
good.
Tennessee Music Scene Facebook page, and I will make sure that I put it on the info section below. So scroll down. Everything you need to know will be down there, hopefully, if I can get on it.
Well,
And the bulk of my Therapy Brothers Entertainment content is on my YouTube channel as well, Therapy Brothers Entertainment. With the exception of those videos that I've shot for bands, that content goes directly to them, and then they post it on their website and their YouTube channel, and sometimes just strictly on Facebook.
and he is for hire. He does bar mitzvahs. So
Occasionally a wedding. As much as I love the energy and whatnot at weddings, they're really tough to do. So I don't do a lot of them, but they are a lot of work. They're really exhausting. But yeah, I absolutely love doing them.
Now this guy out here is always out doing shows, either still shots, videos, anything that you see from Therapy Brothers Entertainment is quality stuff. So check him out, hire him. He's probably even willing to travel if the
Definitely.
situation is right.
I've made that offer to several bands that if they want to go out of state to like an abandoned amusement park or something like that, I think that would be just cool as hell if they pay for my ride, pay for my room and board. I'll go do it with them. We'll go to Ohio to one of the abandoned amusement parks, or to the abandoned Six Flags in New Orleans. That's like, I think it's half underwater now, but the rest of it's all accessible. Maybe not legally, but
Yeah.
something maybe could be done with that. An old abandoned mental hospital, or something that's eerie and creepy. And hey, how about the prison? The prison up here.
Yes, Brushy Mountain. Yeah.
Clockwork Asylum did video, and I helped them with that video. They did some of their footage from the prison.
cool.
They also did some footage from one of our shows at Barley's. They had
Yes.
some of those little clips out there too.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Which was
Yep,
really
the
awesome.
bulk of that footage come from the Barley show.
And the Hark show that we did, Belfast has some footage from their set that they did here on May 11th. They have the 360 view. So if you check out Belfast Six Pack, you'll be able to see their 360 view of this entire area while they're on stage. And all these guys just have such great stage presence, and they put on the best shows. And one of the main reasons why we want to do this show, is why we wanted to do this show in the first place, was to showcase the locals, because locals don't really get that much attention.
Yeah, they
It's
don't.
more like the national bands come in, they might have a local come in and open for them, but that's pretty much it. They're just kind of pushed off stage, and they get by the merch booth, and they could sell several t-shirts and things like that after their set's over, but we want to make sure that they are at the forefront rather than just like a side note.
Yeah, because around here for us, they are at the forefront.
Yes.
I mean, we volunteer our time to do this each and every week. I mean, we're either at a show, we're doing this, or we're setting up shows behind the scenes, and there's a lot of work goes into it. People really don't realize. It takes up a lot of our time. If, back when I did have a family, it really took away time from, her and the kids and everything, but she was understanding about it. Could be why me and her ain't together anymore. I'm not for sure. Maybe she wasn't that understanding. But I mean, there's a lot goes into all this, and we do it just out of the love and respect for this local scene that we have. I mean, I've played in bands in the past, and trying to get into venues as a member of a band was extremely difficult. I mean, just because they didn't want to interact, the venues didn't, with the bands themselves. So after pursuing that for about a year and a half, I finally said, no, I'm getting on the other side of the curtain, and I'm going to help. Because I'd played several venues and had a good rapport with the owners or the people that were doing the booking. So I figured, if I can get myself in here, why not try to start helping other bands get in here?
Yeah. Well, that's one of the main things. You kind of have to introduce yourself and become known to the venues or the booking agents for each specific venue that you want to go to, and kind of put your name out there. Say, hey, I'm with whatever band. We would love to play your venue. Any shows you have coming up, think of us. Here's some music to kind of wet your whistle on. See if we would be a good fit for the show that you have coming up. And we really appreciate the venues in this area being able to bring in our locals to do that. We want to see that done more.
Yeah,
We'd
most
like to see
definitely.
some larger venues do local shows. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it really would.
But in doing that, we need the support of the viewers like you, people watching this, and we need just everybody to come together and just support everybody else. I mean, you might be in a band yourself, but if you don't support other bands, you're kind of hurting yourself too.
Yeah.
Because the more support we all have, the better off we all are,
Yes,
in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, your opinion is correct, because it's a great thing for me to, see the shows that we put on, and to see the other bands come walking through the door and actually pay to get to see their friends on stage. I mean, that's just amazing support to me.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to do that, but they do it just because, it's payback in return later.
Exactly.
I mean, it's amazing. It
The more,
really is.
the more love you give, the more you get in return.
Oh, yeah. And then, if one member of each band shows up to a show and brings a friend, I mean, that grows into a really, really decent crowd for whoever's playing that night.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We probably have a couple hundred bands in the area too.
Oh, yeah. And some that, hopefully, some younger bands that are getting ready to come out that we can start getting a hold of.
Yeah, that's always good. We need more new bands to put up on stage with the established bands to get the new bands noticed, so they can continue their musical journey.
Yep.
We like to see that.
Yeah, because we're not going to be around forever. Someday we're going to have to pass this torch and have, the younger generation take over and treat this scene the way it needs to be treated.
Yes.
That's
grow it and make it better.
That really scares me, that when people like us, that because there's more people than just us that do this out there, and if people like us for some reason have to get out of it and this younger generation has to take over, that really scares me about what kind of condition the scene could be in the future, because
Yes.
we start handpicking you guys and pass the torch when I'm like 80.
And
Maybe.
we always try to support every band, no matter what genre it is, whether you're country, whether you're rock, whether you're indie, folk, heavy metal, doom metal, all the other genres of metal. There's tons of those out there. We want to make sure that everybody supports everybody. So, I mean, even the punk scene.
Yeah.
We got to come together on the punk scene too, to make sure that this scene stays alive.
Oh, yeah.
Because we want to grow as much as, if not more, than the Nashville scene has.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're not only country over there. They
Oh, yeah.
have rock bands, they have metal bands. Killing Grace.
Killing Grace, yes.
They're one of
Burning
the
Yesterday,
best bands over there that I've heard of. I've not heard of too many bands over there, but yeah, Killing Grace and Burning Yesterday with Matt. He was here on the stage with us talking about those two bands. And it's hard for me to remember all these bands, but lots of good stuff coming out of Nashville, and even more good stuff coming out of Knoxville, going to Nashville. We can trade shows now.
Oh, yeah. And it's just like we were talking with, who was it, Carlos Cisco?
Yes.
Yes, about, maybe doing a trade off some of our bands for their bands over there, since they've been over here playing, try to send some of our bands that way to play their venues. And
Yeah.
I mean, that would be an amazing thing, because that would build a giant network between Nashville and here.
Yes.
And, just maybe expand and become more than just East Tennessee music scene.
And I've been working on that through Huntsville and Birmingham and Atlanta, and my plan was to go even to Asheville and just make that complete circle. To include Asheville, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, pretty much every city within a 5-hour drive. If you can get there in 5 hours, then I want to have people booked in those spots.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
And by the way, anybody could contact any of us on our Facebook pages.
Yes.
We all do promoting, we all do booking, we're all putting shows together.
You can message any of us. Therapy Brothers Entertainment has their own messaging that you can contact. If you can't find Scott specifically on Facebook, Therapy Brothers Entertainment, or East Tennessee Music Scene is one way you can contact me, or you can contact me through my personal page. East Tennessee Music Scene on the Rise also has a messenger, so we have multiple ways of getting in touch with any of the three of us.
So please reach out, because we want to grow this thing as much as humanly possible. We cannot do it without you. Without you reaching out to us, if we don't know you already as a band or a musician,
There are so many bands in this area that I can't keep all of them straight, and even when people contact me,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what band are you with? I've not heard of you guys, so I'll go check you out. And we want to make sure that everybody gets that much.
And it gets more
exposure.
complicated when you've got like such talent here in East Tennessee. These guys, their mind is just working music, just like constantly, and they'll be in like 3 or 4 bands, and you know, they're in so many projects, we can't keep up with them all.
Well, I mean, their appetite for the music is just insatiable, and some of them just can't. Like what's her name? Nightfly. No.
Ella.
Yeah.
She's in Nightfly,
Nightfly. Yeah. I mean.
And she does all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Ella is a great person to contact if you need a flyer done too.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Ella Marston, with Nightfly, with Hesperian, and just so many good things to talk about for this scene.
I mean, once you get to thinking about it, I mean, it's just a fantastic thing we've got going on here. I mean, just so many just personalities and different people and different genres that we have worked with, and every one of them just welcomed us with open arms.
Yeah. So far with this show, we've done almost 40 interviews since 2017. December of 2017 was our first interview we've done here at the Open Chord. We started out doing it over on the side there where you can't really see, but our first one was with Randy, the owner of Open Chord. Great guy, easy to talk to. If you want to contact people here at the Open Chord for a show possibility, you can contact Sam or, is it Cameron?
Cameron.
Sam or Cameron, one of those two guys at the Open Chord. You should be able to go to their website and contact them through there, so maybe you can get a show set up.
Or through any of us.
Yes, yes.
We'll definitely promote and put you out there as well.
Yes, we love to promote things. I mean, we all have day jobs. This gentleman here is a fantastic home salesman. This guy here does the heavy lifting.
Yeah, rims and tires for off-road equipment.
He does that, and the heavy lifting for shows too. Is we aren't just the kind of guys that just sit back and let everybody else do the work.
No,
we go up on stage, we put on equipment, we take off equipment. We're constantly moving around.
Yeah, it's booking / promoting / glorified roadie. You know, it's what you can classify as, I guess.
We run around like chickens with our heads cut off.
Yeah, and professional beer drinkers.
Exactly.
Yeah, because after all that heavy lifting, gotta have a beer.
Thirsty.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I've supported half these bars by myself.
Yes. Venue support is very important, like we've always said. We are definitely looking forward to all sorts of new shows coming out and things that we can do to support the scene. Even these shows that we do for interviews, we have how many set up for the next 6 months?
I'm not sure.
At least 8 or 10 more. We're looking forward to going up to 50 interviews here very soon. Only 10 or 12 away from 50. So.
And we still have open spots, so
yes.
Please reach out to us. We'll put you guys on here, and
look for the On the Rise page on Facebook.
He might be serious. I'm gonna make fun of you just a little bit. We're gonna have a blast. That's just what I do.
Yeah, we always have a good time doing this. We had a great time with every band so far.
Yeah.
It gets kind of awkward sometimes, but we turn it right back around and come back to talking about them.
Throat noises with Lauren Beeler. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
I had her spitting coffee across the stage.
She almost spit it on you.
I know.
That was great.
It's not like a good spit shot.
I know. Money shot.
Oh, man. So I probably just messed up the mic there for a second.
Well,
I just can't wait to get everybody on the stage and talk to them and just find out more about these people and see where they've been and see how far they've come from where they started.
Oh, yeah.
Most people started when they were in their teens or even before teenage years, playing guitar, beating on drums, bass, whatever they might be playing. And some of them are even multi-instrumentalists.
Yeah.
Like the guy that we talked to over here with Lauren Beeler and the Howlers.
Oh, yeah. And then we had, what's his name, Rastafari.
Yes. He plays tons of different things.
It says Appalachian Space Funk.
Yep.
That's what he called it.
Yep.
That was amazing.
And like you said, we had Matthew Edmondson here from Nashville talking about his 2 bands. He's a vocalist by trade, but he has an amazing supporting cast of musicians who played awesome music.
And the compliments that he threw out to the East Tennessee, just the music scene around here, that was just amazing. Him being from Nashville and just talking about how back there they're talking about how East Tennessee is actually competing with them now. That's mind-blowing.
We've grown quite a bit
Yes.
since then.
we have.
Even from
Talent-wise,
Yeah.
he meant, yeah. Obviously, we don't have the numbers like Nashville has for the number of bands.
Well,
they literally
but
have
that-
thousands of bands
Yeah,
over there.
Yeah,
we don't have near the competition that they're having to deal with over there, and
kind of what he
that's
said
a
too.
blessing.
It wasn't the quantity, it was the quality of what we
Yeah.
have here. And like I said, it's just mind blowing to hear somebody that's been in, been in music for that long to compliment us that way here in
Yeah.
Knoxville.
He's been in music for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
His band's been in existence for 15 of those 20 years, with different people on the stage with him, but basically the same
Oh, yeah.
the same sound, the same sort of stage presence, and I'm looking forward to doing more
Oh, yeah.
with them and with every other band in the area, because I mean, without the bands, we don't have anything to do.
No, we don't. I'm gonna sit at home and drink beer and probably get cirrhosis and throw my liver out the door. So
We don't want that to happen. We got to keep you. We just got get you back in the scene.
I know.
This is only what, your fifth time being on the stage with us?
Maybe, yeah.
4 or 5, yeah.
4 or 5. Yeah. I've got up here and made a fool out of myself, and you guys have let me every time. I still don't understand it. How you guys are just so open to me being an idiot.
See, you take the pressure off of me, though. I don't have to talk as much when you're here.
And we're missing Hayley Ball, or
Yeah, she's contributed a lot to this
she started
show
out
and
with
the
us.
scene, and
She could definitely get us all laughing, and
Josh Martin was a good contributor to the start of this show. We appreciate him very much. Austin Turner, he was an editor. It was great editing from him. And just a host of other people, which I made sure I put everybody in the information section as credit for helping us improve the show and further the scene. So just scroll down, you'll see all their names down there.
And by the way, something we talked about the other day, and I think you put it out there on Facebook. We're trying to get musicians that are not currently with bands to get up here and have interviews. So maybe we can get you out there, get you involved in the band, and build something else.
Yes.
and not just musicians, other promoters.
Other promoters, yes.
Venue owners.
Anything we can do to
Anything we can talk music, we'll do it.
Even lighting people. I mean,
Yeah,
we can do lighting design people.
Sound
engineers.
board,
Yeah,
yeah.
sound engineers, and just anything that will help grow this scene. We need you guys to reach out to us so we can get you up here and get you on camera and get your face, beautiful, beautiful face, out there for everybody to see and get you involved, because we need to all be involved in this, not just a select few of us.
Yeah. We have to be all together or we'll fall apart.
Yeah, and
Show your support. Doesn't matter who it is, whatever show, whatever genre they play, show your support to them. Even if you don't really necessarily like the kind of music that they play, support them. Buy a song, buy a t-shirt, buy whatever you can to support them so they can get, like Terry says, down the road to the next show.
okay.
We got to make sure we do all that stuff.
We are probably running short on time.
We probably are.
Probably are.
So
It's been fun talking about this.
Yes, it has.
We look forward to all sorts of other shows coming up. We have, what is today, the 8th, right?
It is the
So we
8th.
have the 15th of June, we have that show at Tipsy's.
yes, Arlie Schultz at Tipsy's.
And that's a Friday, or is that Saturday?
That's Saturday.
Okay, so we've got an interview on 15th. We've got an interview every Saturday for the remainder of this month. So I'll be looking forward to those coming out soon. Hopefully soon.
Yeah. Well, Vince has been all over it, though.
Yes.
He's been pumping these videos out.
He's
as
been
fast
jumping
as we
on it
can.
right away. Yeah.
Yeah,
As fast as we can.